92.7 and 96.9 WRRV. We're here with Max and Mike from Arkells. Guys, welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having us.
Hey.
Poughkeepsie, it's been a while.
I know. Have you guys played in Poughkeepsie, or is it such a blur that you don't remember? And that's totally fine if it is.
We played here once many years ago, but that itself is a bit of a blur. So I can't really tell you much other than we played here before.
So how the show's been going? You guys have been on the road for the better part of the year, if not the decade. How have things been going for you in 2017?
It's been great. We actually just played in New York at the Bowery Ballroom.
Fun club.
Yeah, which is amazing. It's the first time we'd been there, and it was sold out. And there's I didn't realize there was like a balcony up there, so it was like, I don't know, it's great, like kind of bucket list club.
Was that the first time you played in the city?
We played in New York plenty of times, but we've never played the Bowery Ballroom, so that was awesome. And we didn't realize that Poughkeepsie's this close to New York City. How close is it to New York City?
It's about 90 minutes.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was about like an hour, but
yeah,
depending on traffic, I guess
90 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. And we're kind of in the home stretch right now. We go up to Syracuse tomorrow, and then down to Tampa, up to Minnesota, and then Tulsa, and then San Diego.
So you're pretty much crisscrossing the country.
Yeah, some radio holiday shows.
Yeah, that's cool. So you guys must be ready for a little break, recharge the batteries.
Yeah,
we're gonna get a little break over the holidays and start working on tunes again. And
nice. Is that? Are you looking? Do you have any ideas that you've been working on that you're excited to start to flesh out?
Yeah. We're always kind of talking about songs and other music that's inspiring to us. In the fall, actually, we did some recording too. So we're always kind of kicking around ideas. It's fun to use that part of our brain again.
Nice. What's it like being on the tour bus with Arkells? Are you guys playing video games? Are you big book readers? It's a lot of independent research, maybe.
There's a lot of different things going on. We do play some video games. Nick, our bass player, got really into NHL 17. He's actually halfway between the research stuff. Like he'll be like researching like, I don't even know what. He's making spreadsheets about something.
Yeah, he's really into Bitcoin. He's like trying to learn about Bitcoin.
It just hit $10,000.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That stuff gives me anxiety because I'm always like, oh, should have bought. But then I'm like, at the time, like I was like so sketched out by this whole thing. Anyways.
Well, it's virtual currency, so you don't know. I mean, it's uncharted territory.
There's a blockchain involved. Nick's been trying to explain it to us. So there's a lot of that going on. And then what else?
Yeah, what else were we talking about? We were talking about some set list stuff, just what we want to do that night at the show. What nearby coffee shops and restaurants are good? We went to a cool place downtown just now. What's it, La Brasserie?
Oh, the Brasserie.
Yeah.
Very nice place.
Yeah.
Got some French onion soup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nick had some bisque. He
had a bisque, yeah.
Yeah, the club is massive. Our drummer just had that, and there's like a huge plate of little frites,
This is the best Yelp review ever, right?
Yeah.
We got Yelp is helpful.
That's true.
Let's talk a little bit about the record. It came out in 2006, but you guys have been on tour in support of that for a little while. Where did the name of the album come from? It's called Morning Report. Yeah,
a lot of the songs are just about our friends and experiences, that we have like either on the road or in our community. And Morning Report is sort of this idea of where you're like talking about what happened the day before and kind of like reflecting on it and the stories that happened like the night before. So that was give me the morning report the next day. Nice.
And Knocking on Your Door was written somewhat recently, correct? That was an add-on to the bonus edition.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
The Women's March inspired that one. So because we were on tour with Frank Turner, and we were in D.C. the night before inauguration, and then we played Philly the day of. And then the next day we were in Cincinnati, and we were really inspired by just seeing everybody out there in the street sort of marching for a really worthy cause in our eyes. So that's sort of the impetus for the song.
Very nice. Say we've got somebody listening right now that has never heard your music before. I understand you've got some pretty diverse influences. How would you describe yourselves to somebody that's never heard you?
At our core, we're a rock and roll band, for sure. The stuff that our parents listened to growing up, like that's the stuff that we initially leaned on and still do today. But we love a lot of modern music, everything from Kanye to Chance the Rapper. What else do we like? Spoon. Spoon's playing here tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're huge Spoon fans.
Yeah, I think the records have like those. We try to incorporate those details that you find in modern music. That's, but then when you see us live, we take the spirit of a rock and roll band. Like we're not we're not really like, playing along to tracks or doing anything too regimented. It's sort of a bit of it's not a jam, but we have a lot of flexibility because we sort of take pride in being a live band and sort of making it happen every night and it being a little different. So that's kind of the best way to describe it, I think.
Very cool. Let's get into some favorites. If you had to pick a favorite city that you've played in the U.S. so far, which one would that be?
Ooh. We saw a lot of the states in the fall.
Yeah.
Atlanta was actually kind of cool. I mean, the obvious ones like, D.C., Boston, like they're great for Chicago. San Fran. Maybe I'll say San Fran.
Cool city. Who has been your favorite band to tour with so far?
We've toured with a lot of amazing bands. Recently, we got to tour with Frank Turner and the Sleeping Souls, and those guys were like really kindred spirits. We got to go know them super well, and on our last American tour, the one that we just finished, there was so many people that came back from those shows, and it just felt like we had a real connection with them and their fans, and so I'd say them, but there's been so many. I'm actually just looking at a Dreamers sticker. We toured with the Dreamers. We've toured with...
They were great. Yeah, we had them in town last year. Fantastic.
We just toured with actually this band from LA called Iron Tom.
Oh yeah.
And they're like hilarious, awesome guys. Great band, killer live act. And they're all from like Malibu, and they just had this like really California, like sincere, authentic California vibe with them. Like
super sweet guys, super talented, like...
Yeah, Harry the singer looks like he's like Jackson Brown from 1972. He looks like him. It's awesome.
Yeah,
they're
Stepped
great.
in a time machine.
Yeah,
it actually is Jackson Brown. Actually,
yeah, he still looks pretty good.
Hey, you guys had a busy summer too. If you had to pick a favorite festival that you played from the summer of 2017, what would that be?
Ooh.
I know you did Coachella. We talked about that the other day.
We did Shaky Knees.
Shaky Knees. That's in Atlanta.
That's in Atlanta.
Yep.
We did Sasquatch Festival in Washington State. Some from up
so these
home.
are like some of the premier festivals in the country. So that's
Yeah,
tough
we
to
did
choose.
Bunbury in Cincinnati was killer.
and they're all these festivals are kind of like so different. They all have their own vibe, completely. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to say. I mean, Coachella is like one of those like dream-like sort of places where you're like, is this the real world? Is this real life right now? Which is in a way very cool, but then like to play in Atlanta with like some of our favorite bands like
Ryan Adams,
Phoenix, and like right in downtown Atlanta, like kind of had like a bit of a Lollapalooza vibe, like a mini Lollapalooza.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I'd say Coachella only because I think I mentioned this the other day. We're from the Northeast, and it was in April, so we just kind of gone through a brutal winter as we all do up here, and then to go down there, and it was 2 weekends of it too. So
you did both.
We did both weekends,
nice.
yeah. So we were there for like 2 weeks almost.
So what do you do in the week?
We had some shows in between, like San Diego,
cool.
Phoenix, LA. But it was really fun. And actually, the first weekend, our girlfriends came down, girlfriends/wives, and then the second weekend we had a bunch of just pals come down and like rented a house in Palm Springs. So you got a little slice of life, and everybody was
A little
happy.
bit of different
Different
vibe, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Different weekends. Well, Arkells, we got the Racer, and this is terrible. The opening band, Conversing with Oceans.
Oh, okay.
They're going to be playing tonight, opening up
We met
the show.
the Racer. They're from down the road, I think. They're from Hudson Valley.
Right here in the area. We've done a bunch of things with them. Terrific band that we just love supporting the local talent as much as we can.
Yeah, we met them before. Nice guys.
Very nice. So it's going to be a great show tonight, and it's free.
Yeah.
So you don't have any excuse. If the wallet is a little thin, that's all right. We're going to help you out on this one. And
It's a public service you guys are providing.
It's a PSA. That's exactly what it is. I think what we're going to do right now is play Knocking on Your Door. Well, I assume you guys might play that tonight, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Might include it in the set list. This is Arkells with Knocking on Your Door. It's a WRRV Holiday Hangover show tonight at the Chance. Come on out.